Let's talk about Dayle Haddon, the supermodel, actress, and activist whose death shocked the beauty industry. Dayle was born in Montreal, Quebec, Canada in 1948. At the age of 5, she began to dance, and as a teen, she performed as part of the Les Grands Ballets Canadiens. She began modeling at the age of 14, but that was all because she wanted to save enough money so that she could go and study ballet in France. But by the time she was 18, her photographs had been seen by the legendary model agent Eileen Ford. Soon enough, Dayle was called to New York and she actually ended up living with Eileen for a year. Over the coming years, Dayle's stunning face was photographed by the likes of Arthur Elgort, Guy Bourdin, Helmut Newton, and she appeared in the likes of Harper's Bazaar, Cosmopolitan, and Elle. In many ways, Dayle became an icon for many American women throughout the 70s and 80s because she provided a different kind of beauty. It's that difference that really drew the public to Dayle. For instance, in her first shoot for American Vogue in 1976, photographed by Bob Richardson, we see Dayle wearing this really intense makeup, and she is the epitome of the concept of power dressing, which at the time, women readers of Vogue magazine would absolutely have been looking for more examples of, because during the 70s was a time when more women were entering the workplace and they wanted to be taken more seriously. It was also the 70s that saw Dayle appear in Playboy magazine, and she began her acting career. Dayle became the first model to have 4 beauty contracts at once: Estee Lauder, Revlon, Max Factor, and L'Oreal, who she worked with for over 15 years. By the age of 38, though, Dayle was told that she was now too old to model, and she not only disagreed with that, but she became someone that was quite outspoken about age discrimination and would often criticize the marketing of beauty and fashion brands. Her outspokenness led to a career refresh in the 90s, and in 1999 she wrote Ageless Beauty, A Woman's Guide to Lifelong Beauty and Well-Being. By the 2000s, Dayle was a wellness correspondent for CBS News on The Early Show, and in 2005 she was named as a UNICEF ambassador and founded a non-profit organization called Women One. In a 2017 interview with WWD, Dayle said that she'd seen how the definition of beauty had changed during her time as a model. She said, quote, "Beauty in your 20s is a wrinkle-free beauty with no marks, no experience. It takes time for experience, and that's a different kind of beauty." Most recently, Dayle was seen in Baz Luhrmann's much talked about Blake Lively American Vogue cover story from August 2024. So that's why Dayle's death came as a complete shock. At the time, Dayle was still very much involved in her work and philanthropy, but sadly she passed away at the end of December from suspected carbon monoxide poisoning. Let me know if you know who Dayle Haddon was.